So one of the favourites here is definitely going to be Eve Coffee, specialises in droid, and he also ability blocks and stuns.
Eve Coffee specialises in droid and stun.
Ironic.
Farm ETH Koth. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to talk about whether or not you should farm the Separatists, specifically all the droids that are being reworked and coming out. I've watched a lot of videos, I've got a good understanding about this topic, especially the gear investment. That's what I'm going to focus on primarily with these guys. They're good. Don't get me wrong. They are good. I want the Separatists to be better than Revan. The gameplay is interesting. It's not quite promising enough, and in today's video we're going to dive into that a little bit. So to start, I gear 12 my Grievous out of respect for Arnold. If you guys haven't already, just be sure to say thank you or something. He made this happen. He made the devs, I think, change Grievous, so we owe him a lot. That being said, Grievous is a gear whore. He's horrible. It's annoying. And not just him, but his friends too. Now, the normal squad will have a General Grievous lead, B2, B1, Magnaguard, and then the 5th slot's kind of open. I think that slot might be open to an Asajj, Count Dooku, or Chewbacca. Chewbacca's got that guard for B1, and that might help a lot. Let's talk a little bit about their gear going in. For General Grievous, you'll need 2 golden eyes, 3 stun cuffs, 3 stun guns, 2 furnaces, Mark 5, 2 Mark 7 strength pieces that are actually really getting harder to get, 1 extra Carbonti to get him to gear 12, and then if you get him to gear 12, you have to get 160 Mark 6 med packs. Those Mark 6 med packs add a lot of juice to this guy. They make him super, super healthy, which is critical for him. But it's also a big, big pain in the butt. So if you want to make him shine, med packs for you, med packs for everybody. But so far, not looking so great. Now B2 is really important for mowing down everybody. He can just rail on everybody. I love it. I love the buff immunity. I wish they made his AoE uncounterable. That would help a lot with containment. So B2 will need 2 Mark 5 droid collars, 2 Mark 5 stun guns, 1 Mark 5 thermal detonator, which I'll say repeatedly because a lot of them need it. And that Mark 5 detonator needs a Carbonti. 1 Mark 6 stun gun, that's the golden stun gun with the golden eye, the Mark 5 stun gun complete, and the Mark 4 2 pieces thingies. B2 will also need 2 Mark 7 Nubian scanners, 1 Mark 6 thermal detonator, and that's just to get him to gear 12. Gear 12 for B2 is pretty easy though, so not too much to worry, just an extra golden eye, but aside from that, normal gear 12 kind of diverse gear, which I kind of like. Magnaguard will need 2 Mark 3 Carbontis, 3 Mark 3 stun cuffs, 3 Mark 5 stun guns, 2 Mark 5 thermal detonators, 2 Mark 6 thermal detonators, 1 Mark 6 stun gun, remember that's the one with the golden eye, and the full stun gun, and the Mark 4 tube thingies. And then from gear 12, he'll need 1 med pack, which will give him an extra 6,000-ish health, give or take. Then he needs an additional med pack for the gear 12 plus piece, but other than that, he's kind of like B2, pretty normal. B1. B1 is cool. I love B1. I've got one complaint, and you're going to hear it in a second. B1 needs 5 stun cuffs, a variety of Rancor gear, such as scanners, the Nubian scanner, of course, the Mark 5 furnace, and the Mark 6 Nubian design tech, which is that little circle thingy plate. He'll need 1 stun gun. Why? Why does B1 need a stun gun? He does not require any health. It is absurd. I don't get it. I hate that, and I wish they didn't do that. And then for gear 12, that's just to get him to gear 12. Then from gear 12, he'll need an extra golden eye. Otherwise, pretty normal. Droidika is tough. Droidika, we don't know anything about. His kit is semi-promising with his damage immunity. If you guys haven't seen his kit, check it out on other Game Changers videos. He can crit on his basic. He deals a lot with true damage and stacks of charge, which is cool. He's got an anti-speed set based on the footage, it doesn't look like he helps a whole lot. For the footage I've seen, it doesn't look like he's contributing much to the team. So I don't know how good he will be. Magnaguard is great for the cleanse. You need him for the cleanse. B2, you need for the dispel. B1, you'll need for the target lock. And because maybe, I'm giving you guys advice here, maybe when B1 dies and stacks, Asajj might be a great synergy with him. Because she'll gain more and more offense every time he dies. If he dies at close to 100 times, Asajj will be leveling people. Plus, Asajj has got that dispel of all buffs, which will help with B2 and containment and those Revan teams. Magnaguard is sweet for the cleanse, like I said, and he's also got that taunt, which is nice every single turn. Plus, what makes Magnaguard really cool, once he is like essentially dead, he's got 1% health, he will go and then die. Let's say you need to dispel all the foresight, or you want to cleanse your team one more time before you go. Magnaguard's your guy. He will do that, and then he'll die. And that's just sweet to me. With Magnaguard, whenever any enemy is target locked, Grievous and Magnaguard gain 20% defense and tenacity based on how many enemies are target locked. So that's kind of neat as well. My thoughts on this team, I love that it's not OP. I love that it's kind of balanced with Revan. It will get slaughtered by any Rebel team, no doubt. Unless they change B2's AoE a little bit and just say it can't be countered, which would really help the Separatists, they're in a little trouble. Like, I want them to be good. I want them to be really good, and they are. They can handle Revan, which is kind of cool. They will probably struggle on defense because anybody using Revan will mark Grievous and get him out of there before he can do high DPS. And then from there, they'll just take out either Magnaguard, who's in their way, or B2. Basically, whoever's in their way. Maybe Chewbacca. I think Chewbacca would be a good substitute for Droidika just because Droidika, we don't know how bad he's going to be gear-wise. But you can assume he probably won't be too friendly. One more thing before I go, and I really would like this because this is insane. I would like some sort of gear shop because this is like horrible. The amount of characters that need this gear is insane. I don't really understand why it's still a problem. And this Mark V stun gun, I mean, jeez. I don't know. I'm complaining a little bit, but I'm mostly happy with the thought behind every character. Droidika's kit's awesome, Magnaguard, all of them are awesome. I want them to be good. I really want Count Dooku to be good. All my guild mates know this. Count Dooku deserves that rework. At least a little bit. You just need, Count Dooku deserves that rework because Count Dooku is the leader of the Separatists, and I don't know, I just feel like he's the out-of-place guy. He doesn't do anything really good. His leader ability kind of sucks. I really want them to rework him. I hope they do. That would be sweet. But that is my thoughts. So I say...
Oh my good lord!
Do not farm the Separatists unless you absolutely have nothing else to farm. They will take probably 10% of the meta. They might squeeze more out of the teams that are using, or the people that are using Nihilus and Traya and Scion, or they might squeeze out people that are using Night Sisters still. It's tough to say for certain, but I don't think they're going to take a piece of the chunk of Revan. I don't think you need to divert anything when farming these guys. Stick to whatever you're farming to. And then another reason why is because a lot of these characters that you need to get Gear 12, you probably don't have, i.e. B1. B1 will take a while. B1, I don't even know why you have to gear him up except for the DPS. Really, I think he should work well at low gear. And Droidika, well, we just don't know yet. So, hopefully, I gave you guys some good advice. I hope it did. If not, let me know in the comments below. It's good to be back making videos for you guys. If you enjoyed it, drop a like. If you didn't, tell me why. Farm Koth, because when those droids come, you're going to want to have that 10% stun chance on that special ability that has 5-turn cooldown. It's going to be really OP, so, it can stun one target enemy. It's big damage from Koth. Alrighty. Later, guys.